Honey, rest in peace to Liam Payne. Y'all remember Liam Payne from One Direction? Let me pull up One Direction. Honey, I haven't seen them back in the day in so long. Honey, make me feel old. Honey, real quick. Honey, I remember when One Direction first came out. Honey, I was like, oh, the little cracker boys. Nice looking fellas. You know, they were nice looking crackers. You know. Honey, I agree, girl. They always asking you for some permission to steal your information. Honey, yes, from One Direction. Liam, honey, the buzz cut one. Honey, the one who they didn't cut out the picture. Honey, they said that that's part of the reason. They said, Liam, honey, allegedly allegations. We don't know nothing. All we know is that Liam fell. I always had a crush on saying, all we know is that Liam fell from the third floor. Honey, they said it was accidental. They said it was accidental in Buenos Aires. Honey, yes. Honey, fell. Honey, yes. For whatever reason, the stands then collected his last story, some of his last story. Honey.
De Liam, ¿no?
Sí.
When my hair's a bit.
And that's what we got before the fall. That's what we got before the fall, honey. Rest in peace, Liam. But people are speculating. Was it a fall or was it a jump? Is what people are speculating. Because apparently Liam's ex-fiancee, Maya Henry, had just recently outed Liam as being abusive and addicted and having some issues overall that made him not the most eligible bachelor.
I mean, even until my book was coming out, even one of his friends was calling me and my mom being like, oh, this isn't a good time for him. I don't think you should put the book out. He's not doing well. And if something happens to him, not only are you going to blame yourself, but the whole world's going to blame you. And so I was like, just the fact that they just keep trying, I'm like, it is like you said, such a low fucking manipulation tactic. It's disturbing.
Said that because she's released the book and all of the things, and she's talks about their relationship and more specifically their breakup and the toxicity in their relationship. And of course, it's her perspective. So regardless, you're always going to have three sides: her side, his side, and the truth. But if his family has been contacting her, she was warned that he could potentially hurt himself.
I always felt like it was a manipulation tactic to keep me, I don't know, it's kind of complicated, but I always felt like it was so that I could continue to feel bad for him. And because he would always message me, ever since we broke up, like, oh, I'm not well. He would always play with death and be like, well, I'm gonna die. I'm not doing well. And there was one time I tried to get him help, and then he was like, not taking it. He would text my mom, I'm not doing well, have Maya contact me, because I wouldn't respond. And it's just always the same cycle. And every time that, like, for example, when I announced my book, he did the same thing. He called my mom, I think I'm not going to be around much longer. And
oh my God.
and I don't play with death. So I'm like, if you say this, I'm going to try and help you no matter what you've done. And I think he took advantage of my family's kindness. And I was like, if you want to go back to rehab, I'll help you, even though, whatever. And not that I ever wanted to be back with him, but he's still somebody's child. He's somebody's brother. Like if that were my brother, I would want someone to help him too. And so,
Yeah.
but I always just, in the end, I felt like it was a manipulation. And I'm like, especially after everything you've done, I've told you to leave me alone. As of like recent events that have happened, I can't speak on legally, but like it's just gotten so much worse. But yeah, I always just felt really bad. And I was
Can't blame yourself. Can't blame yourself for other people's issues, and his issues isn't your responsibility. You're not. It's not your job to be his. What are you doing? She's mad because I stopped patting her, so she attacked me. What are you doing? You better get it together, Miss Ma'am, honey. It's still not her responsibility. It's still not her responsibility. Honey, TMZ is a legend. TMZ is a legend. That they had pictures that they decided not to show. They did show his tattoos to identify that that is him who has passed away from the fall. But they said that the police were called before the fall. The police were called because a quote unquote aggressive man who could be under the influence of substances and including alcohol before they arrived and they found him. Honey, these are alleged pictures. I haven't verified these pictures, but these are alleged pictures, honey. I think these are his medications. I think these are his toiletries and medications. You understand? Now, I'm not sure what all it is, but clearly it looks like toiletries and medications and some debris. You know. Yeah. Not sure why someone would have aluminum foil in the bathtub. Nope. I won't be saying it here. The free and the base. Yeah, I just couldn't resist, could I? I don't know. What it's a nasty situation, and this has been one of my fears in my past in dating. I feared that I would had a partner that was going to take themselves out, and a couple times they almost did while we were together.
a lot of people are like, the whole fiction argument. So some of the things that fictionalize the book are obviously the name changes. Some of the cities are different. Like I say, I'm from Tennessee in the book when I'm from Texas. Some of the timelines are a bit skewed. And then also, for example, another big point was people were like, this can't.
Yeah, she talks about, honey, aborting the mission. Yeah. Yeah, if y'all want to know more, look up Maya's book. Look up Maya's book. Rest in peace to Liam. Rest in peace to Liam, honey. And Maya had been getting a lot of hate and decided to respond recently. Since we're here, why not?
Okay, I'm going to address some of these comments and kind of break it down. So I've been seeing ones like this everywhere, and honestly ones that say she needs to keep his name out of her mouth. She's obsessed, blah, blah, blah. They broke up years ago. Well, I made a 5-second TikTok about something he talked about on a podcast. He was the one airing out everyone's dirty laundry on a podcast. So it's okay for him to talk shit, but the minute I make a 5-second video, it's over, right? Also, you're calling me obsessed. Oh, she's crazy. This happened when you are with someone who's obsessed, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't even know what happens behind closed doors or in private. Ever since we broke up, he messages me, will blow up my phone, mind you, not only from his phone number, it's always from different phone numbers too. So I never know where it's going to come from. He'll create new iCloud accounts to iMessage me. It's always a damn new iCloud account. I'm like, every time I see one pop up on my phone, I'm like, here we fucking go again.
also will email me.
I want y'all to take it easy on Maya because it sounds like Maya and seems like Maya is a bit traumatized from that relationship as well. Honey, rest in peace to Liam. Honey, let that man rest in peace. Honey. Fail. Fail, honey. Fail. This is apparently what it was given because I was like, you should be able to survive a third floor fall, if you lands on your feet. But if it's third floor and then it got some underground, whatever they got going on down there, all that, yeah, that's a lot going on, honey. Get somebody else to look. Honey, everything be broke up. Rest in peace, Liam. Honey, rest in peace, Liam.